It's Friday, the 25th of August, and this is Mike's Minute, weekly Microsoft News Wrap-Up. In today's news, Microsoft Premier Support is undergoing a major renovation, artificial intelligence may increase your software costs and not decrease them, Microsoft finally allows Windows virtual desktops in a multi-tenant environment. The stories are coming up after this. Alright, let's get started. Microsoft Premier Support undergoing a major renovation. If you are a Microsoft Premier Support customer, chances are your renewal may end up looking a whole lot different than it currently does today. Details of the new Microsoft Unified Support offering are becoming available, with some clients already receiving the new Unified Support as of July 1st, 2017. Unified Support was designed by Microsoft to address the increasing number of customers who are adding cloud services like Office 365 and Azure to the products or service that they purchase from Microsoft. The program has also been designed to help clients simplify how they purchase support from Microsoft to a single contract and reducing the number of Premier Support offerings to 3. According to ZNet, these offerings will be a core support plan that provides lower cost problem resolution, reactive support, self-help resources, and insights for planning purposes. An advanced support plan with more responsive critical issue support and help for Microsoft employees in evaluating and planning for new technologies. Performance support, which will be the highest end plan for the fastest response times with service level agreement guarantees and access to Microsoft architects and engineers. At this time, details of how this will impact pricing or how or if this will impact software assurance benefits are unknown. Method 180 suggests that you contact your Microsoft account team and have discussions sooner rather than later to start preparing for your Premier Support renewal. If history is any indicator, Microsoft may use this change as a way to move clients to higher-end services and increase revenues if you do not properly prepare and understand your options. For more details, you can go to the ZNet link shown on the screen. Artificial intelligence may increase your software licensing costs, not decrease them. Although not exactly an article on Microsoft licensing, our next story does raise many questions and how the use of robots, AI, or even self-driving cars may impact Microsoft licensing costs. Before introducing automated processes for robotics or artificial intelligence into your business, you may want to consult your software licensing rules, or you may find yourself with unexpected licensing costs in the future. Why the concern with licensing costs? Robots tend to interact with user interface of software, which may have licensing implication. Many software contracts may not differentiate between humans and robots, and if that is the case, you will still require software licenses. The basis of the argument that software companies may make is indirect access. Very similar to the recent court case between SAP and Diageo, in which SAP won a large legal settlement over indirect access. We here at Method 180 thought this was of particular interest to our clients, as we can see how Microsoft's multiplexing rules and definitions of qualified devices and qualified user would leave organizations open to additional license requirements for robotic or artificial intelligence scenarios. For companies that are implementing these types of solutions, you may want to consult Method 180's licensing experts and your lawyers to ensure you are not at risk. For more details, you can see the article from computerweekly.com at the link on the screen. Microsoft finally allows Windows virtual desktops in a multi-tenant environment. Microsoft announced that partners who are certified as a cloud and service provider, CSP for short, will be allowed to sell Windows licenses that include virtualization rights on shared hardware. This announcement was more of "it's about time" than that Microsoft actually allowed this, since the technology has been around for years that would allow service providers to offer this type of service. Microsoft has struggled for some time with a licensing model for this. Originally, they had Virtual Desktop Access Licenses, VDA, that was device-based and expensive. They then launched a user-based version of the VDA license, but this was still restricted to dedicated hardware environments. Regardless of the dedicated hardware requirements, the only way service providers could offer virtual desktops was if the customer brought their own licenses. They could assist their clients in doing this, but they were left holding the liability if they didn't actually own the correct licenses. The new announcement means they can now sell the licenses with the VDA rights and rid themselves of that legal exposure. For our customers, we highly recommend a review to determine if these programs actually save you money. As with other cloud service offerings, there are scenarios where it makes sense to bring your own licenses, and there are others where it makes more sense to utilize the cloud provider's licenses. If you go to the Method 180 YouTube channel, there's a great video on Azure licenses with some examples. For more details, you can read up on this article at brianmadden.com on the link on the screen. Okay, so that's what's been happening in the world of Microsoft licensing and technology. If you haven't yet subscribed, click the link in the description and subscribe to Mike's Minute right now so that you can receive our next edition along with our videos that provide value on how to manage your relationship with Microsoft. If you enjoyed this edition of Mike's Minutes weekly Microsoft News Wrap-Up, please hit the like or share button. We'd really appreciate it. Are you still watching and want more? Check out our Method 180 YouTube channel where we post much more content around various Microsoft topics.